Your Legends. There's trials across 20 cities under the World Legends Pro League banner. Registrations are open for the World Legends Pro League tennis ball. Same venue, same vibe, same energy. Head across to the trials across the country. Get picked and you could be playing with the legends themselves. So register at the worldlegendspro20.com. There you have it, worldlegendspro20.com. This is one of those legends you could find yourself playing with. Chris Gale. I've got another one alongside me in Monte Panessa. Joining myself, Suhail Chandok in the com box here. Subodh Bhati replacing Shahbaz Nadeem. First real look at pace. Isuru Udana kept bowling those cutters. I wonder whether he'll do the same, Monty.
Well, from Chris Gale's point of view, he'll probably want Subodh Bhati to bowl his normal stock deliveries. That's with a bit of pace and bounce. Because it's evident that once you take pace off the ball on this pitch, it's really difficult to score.
Subodh Bhati tends to take this big skip to the left in his run-up and then comes in, and he tends to go across the left-handers as a result. You'll see him push the ball across the left-handers, tailing into the right-handers, and he's got a good yorker on him. That's why they're using him towards the second half of the innings. He generally bowls at the death as well, with good effect. Here we go. And just punch down the ground for a single. Chris just hasn't quite got going just yet. Just the one boundary, no sixes.
And one of the reasons is because, you've had two off-spinners open the bowling, and that's been the first time in the power play where we've had that. And it's clear that, Chris, he sort of, with 11 dot balls, 11 singles, and only 1 4, that, he struggles when pace is taken off. I think it's been a deliberate strategy by the Delhi Warriors captain.
And he's got the options as well, but there's a good option from Stuart Binney. I think that should be a boundary. Chadwick Walton can't quite do enough. He put in the dive, but he says it himself. Brilliant timing from Stuart Binney. Races away for an APL Apollo boundary.
You can see when there's a bit more pace there, any width, you can time the ball really well. And he perfectly finds the gap there. Obviously, with Walton, he tried to save it, but he just placed it far too square for him to save that.
There's that wide run-up. On the money that time. Any width on offer, and Stuart Binney will free those arms. He's going at a runner ball, 13 of 13. But that overall run rate, Monty, under 5 and over, 4.63 at the moment. With the likes of Chris Gale, Sean Marsh, that's crazy.
Yeah, and that's an area where maybe Carlos Bathwaite will have to change the batting order. If they see, teams are deliberately opening with a spinner, all of these three batters, well, this is a nice strike down the ground, but straight to the fielder.
Yeah, they've got protection for Stewie at long on and long off. Again, can't quite get the elevation. But look at those men still to come. Sarul Kanwar was amazing last night. You've then got Carlos Brathwaite who can hit a long ball as well. Pratik Athavale after that. And there's plenty of Warrior supporters saying, you know what, we don't want to see them. Keep this going. Should get away with that as well. One for the over. That's brilliance from Subodh Bhati.
It is. He changed his pace really well, and kind of like Chris Gale wanted to pull it, but I think he got beautiful pace there slightly. And when you got, three left-handers in the top three, I'm going to see a lot of teams opening up with an off-spinner.
Yeah, this is Chris Gale on the wrong side of 40, remember. He's not the same as he was, say, 10 years ago. So you can forgive him when there's a bit more pace. Whiz past the forehead. Last ball. Don't think that's hitting. Perhaps sliding down. Not given by umpire Anil Chaudhary either. And it could be leg buys. and a boundary. I wonder whether they'll go up here. Baji does take the review. Yeah, this should be an interesting one. Monty, for me, sliding down on first look.
Yeah, that's the gut instinct as well. Especially the angle of his run-up that he comes. I kind of feel like he's probably pitched that ball slightly outside leg stump or missing leg stump.
Harbhajan's a smart customer as well, and perhaps he's even taken the review to just avoid that boundary, to save that boundary, because instantly as he goes upstairs, that ball will no longer be four, and this is one of the rules that have always been up for contention. Where's this landed? That's a big question. Just wonder whether it pitched outside leg, Monty.
That's going to be for Chris Gale, he'll be hoping that pitch is slightly outside leg. But when you look at it there, you kind of feel like he hasn't really hit that. Anything could possibly be saving him is the ball is pitched outside leg, and even there it feels like it's missing leg as well. Close call. Worth taking a shout with the caliber of Chris Gale's power hitting that we all know he's able to entertain. He's been very good, hasn't he, Harbhajan Singh? Very clever in his bowling change-up. Gurkeet Mann hasn't really bowled in the power play. We look at here, yeah, it's clearly outside leg, and the right decision.
And I think a smart, wily call from Harbhajan Singh, because the minute he took that review, it's no longer a boundary, but it is given in the end. Only if it was given out would it have not gone for a boundary. So he took the chance. He said, I'll take it. But in the end, we'll go for four. And leg buys the call. 10 gone, 49 for 2. Halfway mark, going at just 4.9 and over. Oh, streaky. Thick outside edge. Boundaries hard to come by. Gives us a good opportunity to catch up with some of the players. Walusha, who have you got?
Former England captain, we have all seen what he can do with the bat. We have with us Sir Alistair Cook. Alistair, welcome to Goa. Firstly, I just want to ask you, how does it feel like opening with the universe boss here?
Well, there's a few things in life you didn't think would happen. And I said to him in the first game that it's what IPL missed out on. Me and him walking out to bat. No, it's a bit of fun with him, and he's a great man.
Right, what are your thoughts on this league? I mean, you are now in a league with so many friends who are now opponents. Stuart Broad, for example.
Yeah, it was fun facing him the other day. I faced him a couple of times after I finished playing Test cricket, so it wasn't quite as unusual as it would be. I'm glad it didn't get me out.
Yeah, well, I want to ask you, how's the body holding up? Did you hit the nets before getting to Goa?
I'm okay. I'm still okay. Like to say, I'm still fairly young.
What are your thoughts on this pitch? It's a little slow. It's a bit of slow start. What's a favourable score?
Yeah, it's the first good day game we've played. So we played all the other two games under lights where it skidded on. It's been a really good cricket wicket. This one has been slow, and obviously Delhi have packed their side with spinners, which is probably quite a good option at the top of the order against myself and Chris and Sean. So been a slow start, and we're thinking if we can sneak up to something like 130, 140, we've got a chance.
Well, I think the muscle memory has definitely kicked in. You boys seem to be having a lot of fun.
No, it's been brilliant fun. It's and again, as you say, I've just spent a lot of time with Sean Marsh. I haven't played a lot against him over the time, and I'm from Perth, and he used to play at the same cricket club as I played it when I came over and did a few months over there. So just catching up on that, and it's been really good fun.
All in all, it's been fun, and we can see you guys having a lot of fun out there. All the very best.
Thank you.
Back to you guys.
Thanks, Walusha. Yeah, good to hear from Sir Alistair Cook. Enjoying himself in Goa. Chris Gale hasn't quite enjoyed himself this innings, but there's plenty of time yet And he finally breaks the shackles. Only his second APL Apollo boundary. Hopefully this one gets him going, Monty.
Absolutely, that's what the Tycoons will be hoping for. Picks the length up really nicely here. And that gone like a tracer bullet off his bat.
And again, goes down the ground. Oh, brilliantly stopped though. At long on, Sheldon Jackson puts in the dive. And just a single off the last, 11 gone, it's 63 for 2. 63 for 2 after 11. Still going at less than a run a ball with Chris Gale on 23 of 29. Stuart Binney starting to flex his muscle. Subodh Bhatti with the ball. He's been good with the execution of those Yorkers. Chris Gale gave us a boundary after 16 deliveries. You could sense from the body language, Monty, that he was pretty relieved.
Yeah, he was indeed, especially in the heat there. He was finally hoping, got a short ball and, he was like with that reaction, he goes, yeah, that's why the universe boss is back now. It's got the tag at the back there. And this partnership is just beginning to steady the ship, 37 runs of 27 deliveries.
And that is launched by Stuart Binney. That's got the distance as well, almost into the commentary box. And he's starting to break the shackles with an APL Apollo maximum.
Yeah, this is beautiful batting. The key here was he got a good base here, and then what allowed his arms to free, and he got enough bat on there, and that's gone all the way for 6.
Is this the over that they can get this innings moving? 70 meters shorter that time. And just a single. They need that one big over, which they haven't quite stitched together, Monty. But Stuart's done a great job since he's come in. 29 of 19 for him.
Yeah, 8 runs so far from this over. Could this be that sort of the pitch and their balance at the crease where they can start now putting the foot on the accelerator?
Again, perhaps pitching down leg as it did in the previous over. Oh, it's a good thing Chris made his ground. They're going to the right end here. And a shy at the stumps. He was well in though. They used one review in the previous over, hoping that if they got the decision right, those 4 leg byes wouldn't be given. Wasn't to be then, and they don't go upstairs here either.
Yeah. I suppose as a bowler, when it's pitching outside, leg stump. And obviously with Chris Gale here, you can see he's still even struggling even now. He's been there for quite a while, 31 deliveries. He hasn't really got going. Even there, they're keeping him on his toes, aren't they?
Yeah, should be an easy decision. Not out. It's definitely back home and safe. Rolls it over to Stewie to see what he can do. We've seen a 6 already in the over. And he backs up that first 6 with another. And this one's even bigger from Stuart Binney. 2 6s in the over. The 50 partnership comes up. And that is a monster strike.
Yeah, the timing of his bat swing and when he got that good stride in was absolutely spot on here. Picked up the slower ball and then he knew where he wanted to hit that. That has come right out of the middle of the bat.
That is a large one. Massive APL Apollo maximum on the roof. 72 meters the distance, 41 meters up in the air. And he's holding his back a little bit as well. These guys aren't getting any younger, but they've got the big strikes. Last ball of the over. Squeezes that away. What an over this has turned out to be for the Tycoons. That's the big over they've been searching for. And there's 19 runs that have come off it for the Maharashtra Tycoons. After 12, it's 82 for 2.
Pad, 12 overs, 82 for 2, just 8 wickets in the hut. Rahul Shukla coming back. This is what he says. Here we go. Downtown, and it's at the bottom of his bat. Not happy. He wanted to go onto the sea, which is where my partners walked out of from the sea beach, Nikhil Chopra.
Thank you so much, Joy. Yeah, well, I guess he's been waiting for a really long time. Not as well as he would have liked to time that, but still had enough power. Confirmation, applause from batting partner Stuart Binney as well. Saying, go on, universe boss, we need a few more. If you want to get to 170, 175, you're the man who can do it. Get on with it. Universe boss. I'll tell you what, Joydeep. 30 of 32 balls for Chris Gale. I love the seriousness and the passion. You know, the wicket is slightly maybe on the slower side, but he's ready to spend time out there in the sun, in the heat. He says, it's the universe boss you're talking to.
That is pride for you. That is intent for you. That is reputation for you. Not giving it away. He could have easily have gone and said, I got 30, I've done my job. Nah, not even close. I'm just about opening up. Back in the day, I've seen him 30 of 32 and then 80 of 50. He has that ability to take off. Generally took a little bit of time to start with. First 7, 8 balls, 5 batting, 6 batting. That was his mantra. And then he would it's just almost like a switch. I also had the ill fortune of warming him up in a box net in South Africa, IPL 2. And first 8 balls, wherever I threw defense. After that, wherever I threw, huge hits in a ping pong net. Ball, and I'm going for cover, ball coming right back at me. This is a good partnership.
Yeah, we all know what he can do with a bat in his hand when he's on song as well. Tell me about when he's not playing cricket.
Man, I tell you, this is a partnership. Very, very good. 64 of 36. He's a character. One year he comes to Kolkata and he says, I want to buy baggy jeans. I said, you live in the West Indies, play cricket in England, holiday in America, and you want baggy jeans in Kolkata. And then we went to one market where the shops are 6 feet, and both of us are above 6 feet. And he tried out about 10, 12 trousers, half bent, because he couldn't stand over there. Now, how do you try trousers on, sitting down or being bent? He's a character and a half. Once walked into a bar with Ashok Dinda in the evening nightclub. They let him go, stopped Dinda. So he turned around and said, let him in. He's my bodyguard. Here's the body, there's the god.
That's Chris Gale, the universe boss. We all know what he's done in that cricket field, but these are stories that you'll only get to hear at the World Legends Pro T20 League. Not just cricket, but also some of our legends do off the field as well.
He once told Shah Rukh Khan, you remind me of somebody really cool. So Shah Rukh Khan said, who? He said, Chris Gayle.
I'll tell you what, only the universe boss can probably say that to King Khan. Oh, that'd be a sight, with King Khan and universe boss partying together.
On the dance floor, both have some moves, I tell you. As you've seen, yeah, character, but passion on the game. Absolute character. Flat batted it. Chris Gayle hits it. Nobody stops it. 13 gone. 13 off the over. 95 for 2. Yeah, 38 dot balls so far, but also the 8 fours and the 4 sixes. And these two batters looking in very good touch. Yeah, Chris Gayle, I know you have some stories as well, but he's an absolute character. And once we lost the game, and everybody in the bus was very quiet, so he got into the bus and said, what happened? Did somebody die? I said, no, we lost the game. But he said, that was on the ground. It's time to party.
Yeah, he's one man who always enjoys his party. Make no mistake about it. The very first tour when he had to India, as a young Chris Gayle, when he was representing the West Indies A team, you had Wavell Hines in there, Ramnesh Sarwan in that side as well, a quick fast bowler, Rayon King, and I had the opportunity to represent India with the India A side, and we were playing in Mumbai. And after the game, he's asking me, Choppy, where's the best place to go out and party? I said, I don't party, man. And right at Taj, where he says, I thought you don't party.
Absolute character. Vibrant Goa. Nikhil Chopra has a small 22-acre property over here, but besides that, that is gorgeous. This is a picture. This is heaven. This is as good as it gets. The serenity, the beauty, semblance of calmness and peace. Oh, I love the place. The air you breathe. Gorgeous. Stunning hit. Stuart Binney.
Another APL Apollo boundary. Fourth in his innings was Stuart Binney. Have a look at that. He was looking to bowl that outside the off stump. The Yorker gets it wrong. Full toss outside off stump. Really well timed. Tough shot inside out. Quick bowler. Try and convert that boundary. But he has that ability also to change the game on his head.
Hoiked, swept, squarely in the circle. Not that it would have mattered. APL Apollo maximum it is. 50 for Stuart Binney. 208 strike rate is what he's going at. 4 fours, 4 sixes. Taking the applause. Job not done yet.
Just a step ahead of Isru Udana at this moment of time. After he hit him for that 4. Previous delivery, he knew. Slow ball coming. Down on one knee. Sweeps it really well. Middle of the bat. Gets to his half century with an APL Apollo maximum. Well played. Really well played. Just letting the dugout know.
Over wide-ish, long off, one bounce, a little shoddy fielding. Could have been better, the effort over there. Another full toss. He's taking him to the cleaners. Is Stuart Binney.
Well, that's the over they've been looking for. The Tycoons just looking to make a move. He plays that shot really well over extra cover. Timing, placement, everything available. Long off was in place, but obviously couldn't get to it because he timed it so well. Steady, I know it's getting hot. Steady. Stuart, you got 15.
Chris Gayle Classic, all coming back. South Africa, IPL 2. Saurav Ganguly, him and myself go out for dinner. The riverfront, calls the steward, orders a steak, salad, some fish, some fries, and a soup. So we thought that was it. Then he looks at us and says, "You guys not eating?"
I want to know who was picking up the tab of that dinner.
Yeah, he did. Big heart. Very big heart. Great man. What I love about it, he lives life to the full. Yeah, superb. I just pulled a little bit, maybe a side strain, and he'll come and bowl. He's a very important cog in this wheel. So they need him to be fit. Yeah. Tough cookie. Stuart Binney, former Indian cricketer. Yeah, just 14 gone, 1-1-3 for 2. One, 1-3 for 2 after 14. They've revved it up to 8.07. Their run rate. So they're in a really good place. 8 wickets in. And Chris Gayle just opening up. Stuart Binney on fire. 86 or 46 the partnership. Going like this, they get to 161. They won't go like this, they're going to show you. 10 and over is 173. 12 and over is 185. I'll tell you what, 14 and over 197 is on the cards. They've got enough firepower in the heart. Shukla's back. And Shukla's out. Shukla's back and Shukla's out of the ground.
He's enjoying himself, Stuart Binney. Gets another APL Apollo maximum. The visit is arc. He's been out of the park all day long.
Wasn't a bad ball. Look at it again. Wasn't a little bit on the full, but not a half volley. But just maintaining the shape of the shot and hitting it over long off. That's a mighty good cricket shot. Oh, no, missing leg. Missing leg.
If you look at Stuart Binney's arms, once he's looking to get close to the ball, lovely hands through the ball. He makes it look so easy.
He's always had this.
Yeah, the extension is so beautiful. Have a look at that. It just completes the shot.
Almost caresses it. I mean, doesn't bludgeon it. How pretty is that? I know he lives in Bangalore. I know the NCA is over there, but he would make NCA proud. National Cricket Academy. That's right out of the textbook. Beautiful. Oh, Chris Gayle just easing his way. 105 is now his strike rate. He's cruised to 40. He's saying this party is on. I'm staying with it all the way. Rise, smile.
Yeah, he will take some boundaries at this stage of the game as well. I love the way the intent that Chris Gayle Universe bosses are shown. They're looking to bat right through the innings. A different sort of Universe boss, but also very, very effective.
And how committed, Nikhil. I know a lot of, he could easily say, I've done my bit, I'm going back. No, he's running twos in the 12th over. Wow. 97 the partnership. White ball? Yeah, it should be. Get up, big boy. You're not done.
Probably in his mind he's saying, try and bowl some within the stumps or in my reach. In this heat, batting on 40, don't try and get me to reach for deliveries. That's probably going through his mind. Peter Siddle, he's been bowling really quick.
145. Boy. A little off spinner that just held on to the ground. That's what
After seeing that delivery, Joydeep, I would be surprised that all the quicker bowlers just come and look to run the fingers across the ball. Man, pace, you're asking for trouble. Slower balls, probably the way to go.
smacked. Chance, gone. Not the timing he was looking for, not the middle of the bat. And that's a good pressure catch at long on. Odana taking it. Shukla finally getting his man.
Once again, the slower ball, no real pace to work with. Just held up on Chris Gayle, that shade. And that was enough to get Chris Gayle to miss time one of those big hits. Patient innings by Chris Gayle comes to an end. He got 40, 125 for 3.
To have with 5.1 ball to come. So 31 legitimate balls left in the inning. Sarul Kanwa has batted superbly in the tournament. Was outstanding yesterday.
That's the wicket. Just got the toe end of the bat. Chris Gayle, slow ball. Working for Shukla. 12 from that over. 125 for 3.
.26 in the power play. Wow. With Chris Gayle in the house, never thought I'll live to see that happen. Then 99 for 2. He's earned himself that smile. 40. Now this partnership, Nikhil, for me is the key. Binny on fire and Kanwar was on fire yesterday. Next 5 overs could be really interesting. No timing whatsoever. Just not coming at the pace at which he was expecting, and a nice catch by Odana at long on. 180, 185 is what they're looking at. Maybe at least 50 runs in the last 5 overs or so.
Stuart Binny 63, and what Cover did yesterday, Joyf, they'll be looking for at least 10 and over. 2 batsmen at the crease, both in good form. Shahbaz Nadeem gets the danger man, Stuart Binny. He's looking dangerous, was looking to run away with the game. It's an important wicket by Shahbaz Nadeem, seeing the back of Stuart Binny for 63.
How good has he been, Shahbaz Nadeem? You need a wicket, you get him on. You need the runs to come down, you take him on. Absolute trump card. Lack of timing over there. Nice catch there. At long on, ran in about 20 yards. Gurkirat Singh Man, brilliant fielder. Stuart Binny goes for a blinder, 63 or 51. It's 127 for 4. Top of the watch, Anil Chaudhary, APL, Apollo strategic timeout.
Big news for all tennis ball cricketers watching us right now. Under the World Legends Pro League banner, registrations are open for the World Legends Pro League Tennis Ball. Same venue, same vibe, same energy. Come for the trials across India, get selected, and next season you could be playing with the legends themselves. Register now at worldlegendsprot20.com. So, iron off the mark straight away. Nadeem picking up his first wicket of the day. He's been pretty tidy, pretty economical so far as he comes towards the end of his second over today. Tycoons, it's been a recovery mission, hasn't it, Favis?
A great recovery by the Tycoons. But Binny was excellent, as well as Chris Gale in the latter part, not the beginning. I thought he was struggling with the off spinners, but since he got going, the scoring rate have definitely increased. But need a big finish here. Just more than 4.1 overs to go. I think at least 10 runs per over will get them to 170, which I feel may be a good score. That's the last wicket. Stuart Binny trying to go downtown, and a good catch running in.
Yeah, great effort from Binny. 63 from 31. It was all difficult early on, wasn't it? Harbhajan bowling early. As we come towards the end of the 16 gone, 130.
straight, but not straight as that.
Uses the feet to try and adjust the length, gets it on the full in the end. But they do need to just try and get some kind of impetus at the back end of this innings. They've got wickets in hand, so they have got the opportunity. They can take those risks with just 2.5 overs still to go.
Going for the Yorker, missing it out. The plan is quite clear for Nadeem. Was nice and straight. Probably the mix-up delivery can be that he delivers behind the stumps and making sure that the length, also the back of the length.
Well fielded in the end. Looked like it just bisected the two fielders then. Gets a high five from his captain.
And that's the variation we spoke about before. Slowing it down, back of the length. No pace to work for the batter. Certainly the field at Cow Point saved 3 runs there.
Advances this time has been done. Just be a single. It's trying to make something happen here.
He'll struggle down the track or mid-wicket with the wind. So the length is going to be important.
Yeah, it's well bowled. It's a very tidy over. Just the 6 runs coming from it. 18 gone, 144 for 4. Yeah, other than Stuart Binney, really, everyone else has sort of struggled. It's been a difficult day out with the bat for the Maharashtra Tycoons. Gale managed to get himself up to 40, but couldn't really get going early on. And it was a slow start, really. 26 for 1 at the end of the power play. That sort of set the foundations for a difficult innings. But 144 on the board, 2 overs still to come. And they've got wickets in hand, so the 70 mark is the minimum they're going to be trying to target here, but it's going to be difficult.
Shubhat Bhatt starts well. The other factor that stands out well for the Warriors have been their fielding. Putting the body in line. That was Sikuga Prasanna diving, stopping a couple of runs there, including the captain, the last couple of games leading from the front. A lot of commitment as a group. I think they have certainly fielded well. More than anything, I think. That's why they're top of the ladder.
The apology there from Subodh Bhatti, who's going to go back and... He's captained so well, hasn't he? Bowled himself out early on. They knew that they were on top, and they just wanted to keep that squeeze on. 1 for 11 from his 4. He was bowled out in the first 8 overs. But it's just what we come to expect from him, really.
By Subodh Bhatt, line you want to bowl, probably the line can be straighter outside the yaw stump. The safe option is to go nice and straight. And Subodh Bhatt, the beginning of the yaw.
Swing of that, well bowled.
Correctly said.
Sending down Yorkers, 3 perfect ones in a row, trying to go for the 4th, misses his length, and it's just in the hitting arc, sent all the way, and a much-needed APL Apollo maximum for the Tycoons. They move past that 150 mark now, 151 on the board.
And that's the danger you play with when you're bowling Yorkers. You miss the length, most of the batters will tonk you over. And certainly with the win. Shin high full toss. And Ayan Khan has been craving for something big and he finally gets one. That's not disappoint.
Oh, bowled him! Excellent, impeccable bowling. He's castled, he's on his way, and that is how to send down a Yorker.
Has the last laugh and thanks the Almighty. Absolutely brilliant. Let's see how you answer after getting pumped over long on for a 6. Gone for 14, Ayan Khan is 151 for 5. When Carlos bowling the side,
Really felt
good bowling, very good bowling. Bowling to his field. The field was set outside the off stump Yorkers and he nails it. 3 fielders fell safe in the boundary in the offside, only 2 in the leg. That's a deep mid and long on.
TI. It's an APL Apollo boundary.
Not much a fast bowler can do when a batter plays a shot like that. If I had to be really critical, the ball was about 6 to 8 meters short, almost of a perfect Yorker, and that's good enough in these days with innovation coming from the batters. That was excellent and almost going for a maximum.
Especially down the end of the innings, precision and smart batting can be just as successful.
That shot has prompted a field change. Deep cow point comes into the circle and short fine leg drops back to deep fine leg.
Gets it just through, beats a diving fielder. There is protection with the orange cap out on there, on the boundary. Chadwick Walton will be thinking, right, 3 more deliveries here and then I can come out and I can fire again. It's got 190 runs to his name already in the tournament.
Good running. Half a stop, got a fingernail to it. The short third short cow point fielder. Chadwick Walton was quite square, so he had to run close to about 40 yards to get to that ball. Right, 3 deliveries go. Can they score 10 more runs to get to 170?
Well bowled. Camper through, so Carlos Brathwaite back on strike. The 160 now up for the Tycoons.
Right, we are in Brathwaite time now. Can Carlos Brathwaite get underneath a couple of these deliveries and dispatch it over the top? 50 dot delivery, especially. Harbhajan Singh, who bowled his 4 overs for 11 runs, was crucial.
Full and wide. Great execution again, bowling to his field, and they're just going to settle for 1. He's annoyed by that.
Any youngster watching this coverage, this is how you back your own field. Has the field outside the off stump, making sure everything is outside the off stump. And Shukla, apart from that boundary, which was about 6 to 8 meters lengthwise shorter, he has nailed the rest of the 4 deliveries. It's a big delivery for the Delhi Warriors to finish off and carry that momentum to the halfway mark.
Moved across very, very early, so gets away with one. And it'll be a dot to finish the inning. So 20 overs are up and 161 for 5 on the board for the Tycoons. Means the target will be 162. 51.4